What is up, everybody? It is Dennis and Andy, your favorite movie reviewers, and we just got out of a movie. It's dark out, and we saw Now You See Me 3. 10 years since Now You See Me 2. What is this movie about, Dennis?
Well, Andy, the Four Horsemen return, along with a new generation of
Oh,
illusionists. They're going to
oh,
perform mind melding twists, turns, and surprises with magic, unlike anything ever captured before on film. Now, you're going to marry a heist with magic. You just don't get for a better potential premise than this movie.
it is true. And it fell right back in, I think, with the previous Now You See Me's, which I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I'm just saying all the characters felt natural and comfortable in their roles. The three new characters I thought were fine, and I thought the way the movie opened, we're not doing spoilers, of course, was really cool. And like, without spoilers, when the movie opened with that one performance,
Yep.
I actually kind of fell for it.
Ah,
So that I thought that was pretty cool. Um, the thing with the movie was there was one scene in the movie where the three newbies and then the original Four Horsemen are basically having a little magic off competition. You know what I'm
they
talking
they
about?
were arguing, and it
And
one trick leads into another, and they
and
all go after one another with
and
their
like,
tricks.
I don't know. I To me that was just kind of hokey.
So
I
it
thought it was hokey because generally with some of the tricks they were doing, there's more setup than just what they have, which is like, oh, we don't plan on doing this. And then
yes,
they all of a sudden do these tricks. But all these tricks take some type of setup to do them. So that's why I felt it was hokey, because it's like you would only do this if you pre-planned it because of the
yes.
setup.
And I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's the only one that I kind of rolled my eyes and went,
Right.
okay.
Yeah, that was the one
Most of them
scene.
were good, and overall it was good. But this scene, it reminded me of my wife likes to watch musicals, so you watch it. In a musical, they're arguing or something, and all of a sudden they stop
And
and
they
go
sing.
into a
I
song,
hate that.
and it completely changes the mood. And then as soon as they're done with the song, they go back to arguing.
Right.
That's what this was. They were
Yep.
arguing. They, instead of going into a song, it became one magic trick, which led into another, and they all upped each other. And then when it was done, they just went right back into it. And I went, oh,
Yeah.
but that was the only one. Their big ones, the one at the beginning, they had a really nice one where they have to get the diamond, which you'll see, and then the big finale at the end. Those were all really good. I
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Well,
They
and
show you the behind the scenes. Well,
right.
it worked because, and here it is.
Like they did in the previous movies. And the thing is, like you said, all the other tricks in this movie, they all talked about the planning that goes into these things. Oh my God, this is big planning. We have
Yes.
to make sure everybody's on point to pull it off, blah, blah, blah. So when they did that one scene where they were trying to one up each other, to me, they they could have just argued and, I don't know, done
It,
something a
it pulled
little
you out.
less. It did. It pulled
It
you
did,
out.
and I could tell because overall this is a positive movie, but
Yeah.
we're going to harp on the negative because it literally pulled you right out of the movie, and you went, well, that makes no sense whatsoever.
Right.
Now, I will say, all the characters, we got to talk a little bit.
Sure.
Jesse Eisenberg comes back, Woody Harrelson comes back, Dave Franco,
Oh.
Isla Fisher, all my favorites. You get Morgan Freeman
Oh yeah.
that's in it. And the three new characters, and I was like, I know there's some new ones coming in. Are they gonna mesh? They did, and it
They did.
all fits story wise, and I really enjoyed it. And there were a lot of parts where I went, okay, that's fun, that's cute, I enjoyed that. Sleight of hand, I liked it. I thought overall, compared to the first two, this had a stronger script and a better story all the way around. I think it was a little bit better. I enjoyed the first couple. This one I liked a little better.
Yeah, it seems like the 10-year was good because not that 10 years ago they were like, let's wait 10 years, but instead of rushing something out 2 years later, 3 years later, they just, there's probably no intent for a third one. And then it's one of those things, a good idea comes along for a story and you pitch it to the cast and, they put something really good together. So let's rate this puppy.
Yeah, I think it's your turn.
I think it is my turn. I'll give it a 7.5. I really enjoyed it. Except for, like I said, that one scene. It's kind of nitpicky though. So I'm not going to let it really downgrade it. I will say if they could have pulled that scene off in a different way, maybe put more thought into the writing, uh, the score would go up. But 7.5, I was entertained. I'm a huge fan of magic and I love seeing how tricks are done. And that's what I've always loved about these movies is they always work in how they did it in a really fun way. And I thought they pulled it off nicely.
I am in a total agreement with Andy on this one. I'm also a 7.5. I really thought this was a overall fun movie. I like the cast. I've liked them before. Like I said, they upped the script on this one, and the tricks were all solid. The story flowed very well. You know, Pike, she was the antagonist in this, and Rosalind, she was really good. I enjoyed her. She's got an accent in this one.
Yeah.
And all I could say was, everything seemed to work. I will never watch the first two movies again. I just don't feel the need. I might actually rewatch this one if somebody said later on, let's watch it. I might give this one another watch. So I enjoyed it. Glad I saw it. And yeah, 7.5. I would recommend it, especially if you like magic like this. It's kind of like Ocean's 11, but with magic.
There you go. What do we got? Anything? Because this is opening night.
It is. We have an IMDb score. They have a 6.2 right now in IMDb, which I guess we could say is expected.
Yeah.
The tomato meter for critics is at a 61%. So it's fresh, not overly fresh, but it's fresh. Now, the popcorn meter, those are the fans where we get to say something, which we haven't done yet, but 81%, we actually have a score. So the audience thought it was really halfway decent.
That.
They're right in line with Andy and I.
As always, we're your guys for movie reviews. You enjoy them, like, subscribe, and share. And of course, guys, go check out Lilith Infernal Conflict. It's the latest graphic novel that Dennis and I are doing, spinning out of the Kordrath saga. However, if this is a prequel, you don't necessarily, if you feel like, well, I didn't get Kordrath, there's a catch-up tier so you can, but you also can just read this book by itself. Lilith, the Sexy Succubus for fans of Lady Death, Witchblade, She, and Badass Warrior Chicks. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll catch you later. And next Wednesday's Dennis' birthday show on the DNA show at 3:30. Bye-bye, everybody.